Welcome to the show and thank you for tuning in. Your host Tyler and Richard, let the ruckus begin. Whether you like Valleys or Nikes or caffeine or Adderall, all the homies press play, allow your minds to be freed. So come on, wired and wondering, high, something like dopamine, caffeinated fiends, explore the galaxy, save the memories, bring in the cheddar cheese now. Wired and wondering, high, something like dopamine, caffeinated fiends, explore the galaxy, save the memories, bring in the cheddar cheese now. Wired and wondering.
A little bit. John was telling me, he's like, yeah, fucking trying to get Richard to play, and I was like, yeah, or like waiting for you to like download it or whatever.
Yeah, I've finally bought it. I shouldn't have really spent the money on it.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't that bad, but like I needed it. I should have been a little bit more
frugal.
No, I should have been more patient. I wanted to play it because I saw John was playing it already so much, and I had talked Juan Carlos into getting it.
Oh really?
Yeah. I mean, like what? So, oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Cheers.
Is it
episode 3?
Episode 3. Is it crossplay? I assume it is probably,
Mm-hmm.
right?
No, he got a PC.
Oh really?
Yeah, he
did he get his settlement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. But you know,
I'm not gonna use the term that he used, but he got paid out.
So he got it, and then I bought it. $70, the normal edition.
I really hope that doesn't continue to be a thing.
It is. It's gonna be a thing.
Ugh.
But you know, like, okay, this is my biggest grief. I loved Monster Hunter World. It was my first intro into the series. Loved it. Capcom did such a good job with it. There's some little things like the handler. Everybody knows the handler, which the person that gives you the quest, and she's with you through all of the main story, is annoying as hell. Trips over a rock, falls into a ditch, and you have to save her, or else she's gonna get eaten by. You know, but this is like a normal thing. That's that's how story plot lines kind of are. But easy to invite friends, easy to find your friends so that you guys can play it with each other. In Monster Hunter World, that was all like I said. It was just easy, really simple. The weapon fighting, or the weapons that you choose and the fighting styles that go with it, were really awesome. You were able to do optional missions to increase like crop output and which crops you can get by just doing these side quests, which we're just hunting monsters.
Yeah.
Really simple, but you can have that stuff in your main base. Now you can't do that, right? They take that away. They say, okay, you know what? I guess it's just too easy doing that. You guys have to go forage for your own fun. That's kind of cool. I get it. You're pushing for more expeditions, for more people to play the game instead of just relying on it to basically auto crop for you. But you just take flavor out. It feels like you're taking flavor out, and you're making me pay this much money for the game. And it's like, what more am I getting? Am I getting better graphics? No, I had to download a whatchamacallit pack that enhances the game. I showed John, and all of the cobblestone inside of, or not.
Oh, it's a texture pack.
It's a texture pack, yeah.
Okay.
So before I downloaded, my texture is just disgusting. Like, it's bubbly. It like I'm walking in a cavern, and there's rocks and everything, and it's all just like Oxygon, freaking like old school graphics. I download the pack. It fixes it, right? But why do you made a game, you spent all this time on it, $70 for each person to buy it and play it, for me to have to download a pack within the first week of the game being released to fix the problems that you're having?
Yeah, but at least you have communities that are willing to like fix games like that. But it's like,
I get it, but why? Why does it have to be like that?
You have a AAA studio who release. That's so common though. They want to release unfinished games so they can just start the money grab.
And you know what? It's our fault. Like I said, it's all about accountability. We shouldn't like, as soon as we see from like a streamer that the game is not finished, we shouldn't buy it. No, but I get it. It's a buyer's market. Everybody wants to play it. Nobody wants to be left behind.
Yeah, it's FOMO, dog. That's all it is.
It's just so like terrible, because you get Baldur's Gate, who pushes out a perfect finished game, right? and everybody gets mad and says, "Oh, it's unreal expectations, all of this other BS." Stop getting mad, bro. Like, stop getting mad. Like, put out a good game, and we're not gonna get upset. One of the things I use the insect glaive. It's the staff that you use a kinsect, which is like a beetle thing, to hit the monster with that. You get buffs on different parts of the body you hit. The head gives you attack, body gives you defense, and limbs and or wings give you speed. If you hit the tail, you get health, but you don't really. I mean, unless you need it. But all that, when you buffed up to the max, you do continuous hits based off of your stamina. So if I'm flying in the air and I hit him at least once, I get to pop back up and midair and then hit him again until my stamina runs out. They took that away from that. And it's like, why? Why? It's okay. So the hammer, just for an example, if you charge it and then you swing on the monster, you're able to swing, I think, at least 3 times. And if you hit him again, you get to do a finisher. If you continue swinging, you start to like lose control and you like stun yourself. Why would you stop the hammer for being able to do that ability when the only other option for the hammer is to smash down 4 times for a finisher? It's like, why take away something like half of the fun of the game? Some people are arguing like, oh, let's make it harder. Okay, make the monsters harder, but don't take out the fun of the game.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't make sense. Another thing, I'm sorry, I'm just another thing.
You're gonna go off on it.
So in the main lobby of where you're at in your base, you can see randoms when you join a lobby. Randoms, right. Nobody you freaking know, ever. But your friends, no, you can't see them. Why? Why do you? How hard? I'd rather see my friends than the randoms that I don't care about. I made Kratos as my character. I legit watched a 20-minute video of how to make Kratos on the game, just so I could show people, my friends, that I'm Kratos.
Yeah.
I can't even freaking do that, bro. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. I don't get it.
So you don't care, you just carry it into the lobby, but when like your creative character doesn't carry into the game?
It carries into the game. So like if we're going on a hunt, they can see me, yeah.
Okay.
But like, in the main lobby when we're not doing anything, it's like playing Destiny. You can see your friends, you can see the randoms that you're with.
Yeah.
But in this one, you can't see your friends.
Weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Why? Why do that? That's so stupid. I don't know. I was just talking a bunch of shit about it. There's more I could go on, but Juan Carlos is like, geez, I thought you were gonna like this game. I thought you said it was good. I'm like, it's not terrible. If this is your first Monster Hunter game,
yeah.
I told him, I was like, we'll finish this game, and then it's $20 for Monster Hunter World. We'll buy that, and then you'll see like the night and day of like how good it can be and how bad it's gotten. It's like, for me, it's like my first Battlefield game was Battlefield 1, not the original, but the one that came out in like 2018 or 2016, I can't remember. That I loved that game. I loved it so much. It was my first Battlefield. But ever since then, and it's not because they advanced the times or anything, it hasn't been as good. Battlefield 5 sucked butt. Battlefield 6, did they come off with the Battlefield?
2042.
2042,
yeah.
Sorry. That one was meh. Better than 5, but it still wasn't as good. It didn't feel as polished as Battlefield 1 was.
Yeah, see, you came into Battlefield late. Like, there's nothing better than 3 and 4.
And that's what I heard.
And everyone will say that. Like,
that's what I heard.
Battlefield people, it's like 2042 will suffice. But just like after that, they're like, oh, we're going to do Hardline, which is like cops and robbers. Like, cool, but this is literally just a reskinned Battlefield with, like, you know, cops and robbers.
My Alex, my roommate, he told me that Battlefield 3 and 4 is better. He said that Battlefield 1 was a nice touch on the series, that it was unique and it was well polished as far as like the animation, as far as the graphics, as far as the fighting. It was the most fun he said that he had. And that's what I want. I just want, if we can get close to that feeling, that'd be great. But it just seems like these companies are just going to put out polished shit and call it diamonds.
Oh yeah, it's all to get your money. It's like Call of Duty has been the same game for the last decade. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we just changed what time period it's in,
Yeah.
and yet they still have like to go back to like World War II, which was like their cash cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it just became something so shitty. Like I don't touch it anymore. It's like I can't.
Yeah, I get tired of. I'll play. I'll play with my girlfriend, and I'll play for like an hour, and then just get bored because I've already almost finished all the weapons, and I'm using a shotgun, which I don't use shotguns. I'm using it for fun, like just walk. I don't even zoom in. I just.
Well, like that's what it is now. It's literally just like
It's quick scoping more.
it's no longer like a fun thing. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get all the weapons to gold or all the diamonds, all diamond camo, be done. It's like there's no like I'm just gonna play to play.
And then the zombies, I feel like these are probably the worst zombies to date.
Yeah.
In my opinion, as far as having fun doing the what do you call it, like the extra stuff, like getting the staff on
Yeah, the Easter eggs.
the Easter eggs. They only put one staff in this like latest map, the ice staff, and it's like, if you're gonna bring in the staffs, why didn't you just put in all of them? Well, how hard is it?
Everything's just lost its luster because it's the same thing. It's like it's becoming, because they do it every year now. So it's like Madden. It's like fucking 2K. It's like everything where it's just like, it's just a slight refresh. It's like phones.
Well,
We're just going to bring out a new version that has a slightly better camera and a
Yeah.
slightly better processor and charge you full price for it again.
yeah.
And
Call of Duty is like the iPhone and Samsung thing. You have Activision and you have Treyarch. I like Treyarch more, you know, but to each their own. And it's true, they do come out every single year.
Yeah. And there's not much of a difference. You know, it's starting to just become glorified DLC at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. When are they going to release the new Baldur's Gate patch or the big update 8 or something like
Oh,
that?
I have no idea.
I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that.
I was like, I just recently got back into 7 Days to Die.
you have you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
A couple buddies started playing, and they're like, "Hey, after this war in Foxhole, we're just gonna play 7 Days." And one day he was just playing it. I was like, "Hey, let me jump on with you." Now we're full blown back into it. It's like, all right.
Oh yeah. Me and Juan Carlos are 46 or 47 in Power World. We're trying to finish to 60. It's honestly been really fun. But I'm probably gonna spend most of my time playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That and college football. just for off time fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
man. Sorry. Thank you for letting me rant, guys. I needed that. I needed that. I also needed this.
Right. No, but like it fucking the vertical mouse though, dude. Like it's so different. It's so weird to me, dude. Like the way you hold it, because you're used to just like this, and it's like for the first couple days, like my dexterity and accuracy with it like sucked,
Oh yeah.
because it's just you're not used to having, because it's like, oh, it's like a handshake grip. It's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of
Is the thumb roller the aim?
no. Thank God, it's a
Oh.
it's a left to right,
It's a
like
left
trackball.
Oh, it's a left to right trackball?
Yeah, so it's like a scroll wheel. So like you have your regular scroll wheel on the thing, like
Uh-huh.
your up down, but your left right is that. So it only goes like up and down, but it feels like way more natural in your hand. It's like
So
it's just weird getting used to like having the side of your hand scrape as opposed to like the your pinky and
So let me get this right. If I can't, do I have to use the roller?
No.
Okay, cool.
no.
Okay,
There are ones that have like a thumbstick on where the
Yeah.
thumb is, and I was like, I don't want that. Like
Yeah.
that just seems like I don't want a one hand game.
I don't know. I feel my accuracy has definitely gone up since switching over to keyboard and mouse.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna fuck it all up. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind because I know I'm gonna have to get used to it. Just like I had to get used to the keyboard and mouse in
Mhm.
general. But yeah, I don't want to have to freaking use my thumb to.
No,
aim.
and there are ones that actually have like the full blown thumbstick to
yeah.
move, so it's like a one handed experience. But it's like, nah, I
Nah.
just want something that's like a couple clicks, and it's surprisingly comfy, even though I have like bigger hands. Like,
Mhm.
and they don't have like, there's no such thing as a vertical gaming mouse. Like that's not a thing. Like that's barely a gaming mouse or like a good one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, if you want a vertical mouse, buy like an $80 Logitech one that's just made for like office work. I'm like, nah.
Nah, that thing's gonna go out.
So I literally just took my chances on a $30 fucking off. Like, I don't even know what it is. It was some funky ass fucking brand,
I think you sent me the Amazon thing.
probably.
Yeah.
But it's literally like third party Japanese, like random name shit. But it works, dude. And it's like, honestly, the battery life in it's phenomenal. But I was like, okay, it is kind of bigger than the standard mouse. So
I trust the Japanese. They do things right. That's why I won't get rid of my Corolla. Thing will last forever. It's gonna outlive me.
No, but like there's that. It's a change of pay. Like it's different. It feels different.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try it.
It acts
before I
different,
leave.
and it's weird. It's weird to get used to, but then because I just read up on it, people are like, yeah, vertical mouse is like way better on you. It's like I didn't really have like wrist strain or arm strain or anything like that. But I was like, I'm just getting fucking older. I just need to
I get
take
it
care
at
of
work.
myself.
Because the like, so when the computers are in between the two bays
Mhm.
always, and it sits at a normal height. And I'm not to say that I'm super tall, but like I'm taller than the average. So like I'm like this. I started feeling that it started getting tighter around my
Mhm.
wrist every now and again, so I have to like scrunch over like grim like a goblin, like hey, what the hell do you want? You know, just I don't know. I'm like a freaking the Hunchback of Notre Dame. What? What'd you say about my back? You know, just. But yeah, I when I get back at home, I worry that I started getting carpal tunnel,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I'm all playing. I'm like, no, I don't have carpal
Yeah.
tunnel. Not yet.
Not yet. No.
Do you rotate the keyboard?
No.
I hear you're supposed to. I hear this is not a natural. This is more natural.
No, yeah, and it's whatever it is, 40, 45 or whatever. But no, I mean,
You should get yourself an
I keep-
ergonomic.
it's actually because like these are fine. So literally, I'm like this.
Oh
but-
yeah, you're like yeah.
But no, these actually line up perfectly like with the top of my desk. So I'm literally just like right here. It's all in the same like in line with
Mhm,
everything.
mhm. Mine slides just below the desk.
Yeah.
I got a new gaming chair for Christmas, and that one comes with a little back pillow thing that I can plug into the computer, and it vibrates.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I have basically just one small little pillow that massages my back.
I'll take my Secret Lab super expensive cold form.
This
memory foam.
seat is nice. My
Yeah.
seat's like that. It's not that great.
I
The
think
seat part at least.
This one's like my
But-
third gaming chair I've ever had. I think no, fourth. That's a lie. I had some like shitty fucking just regular ass leather office chair, not even a gaming chair for the longest time.
The office chair that I still have, I still have it there. The girlfriend uses it, so whenever she's playing, she bought Red Dead Redemption 2, and she hasn't played it yet. I was like, good.
Yeehaw GTA.
Yeehaw GTA, play it and then play number 1 again. You know that's funny that Red Dead Redemption 2 is only $20 on sale,
Yeah.
but Red Dead Redemption 1 is not on sale and is $60. How make that make sense to me, Tyler? Make that make sense.
Nostalgia. They know, like, hey man,
This is not Nintendo, okay?
That's what computer games do, though. It's like you want the
It
older
was on
one,
Xbox. It was on Xbox. She's buying it on Xbox.
Oh yeah, no,
but still, like
that's why PC
that's
is
like
better at times.
no, but like even on PC, like it's still the full amount. That's like me trying to buy, I don't know, freaking Soul Calibur, and it's like $80 now. Like, or like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you know, like that shouldn't be $50. It should be 20 or 30 at most. Why? Why is it?
I don't fucking know, dude.
This is so stupid.
Because they know people are gonna pay. Like, oh, I want to play this again, but I don't own it anymore. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna pay 60 for it again.
God, it's so ridiculous, man.
It's the same reason why you'll go and buy like super old games for like $20 on Steam. You could probably get it for $5 somewhere, but it's like convenience, and you know.
You know what I would pay full price for again? Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Fire Red, Pokemon Gold, Silver, any of those old school Pokemon games. Even I'll probably still pay full price for like up to like diamond, and I mean those ones cost more now. Like you can't find that for full price. But if Nintendo like tomorrow
Dude,
was like, hey, Switch owners, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring back all the old Pokemon games that you guys like because for whatever reason we feel like doing you guys a solid.
dude, that
And-
Pokemon just stays like so relevant for some reason. It's not like the cards, dude. I've been seeing
The
all these fucking
cards
videos
getting
of the people like
crazy.
there's like these vending machines now, like Walmart or whatever, or Target or some shit. These, and everyone's going crazy for like they released like an OG 151 box set or whatever, and of course everyone wants.
Oh yeah.
Everyone just gets on this like I'm gonna get this card that's worth like 10 G's when it's graded to PSA 10. It's like
Well, I mean, monkey see, monkey do, bro.
exactly. Yep.
Every like we talked about it last week, where like people just jump on these hype trains. So now everybody decides they're gonna be a Pokemon card collector, and like, not saying like you shouldn't try to make money on the side. Like that's not what I'm trying to say. But like if you're not genuinely like interested in it and you're only looking at it for a money scheme, you might as well just take yourself to the casino and try your odds there as well.
Yeah, no, it's the fucking let's open this $300 pack and see if we can get something that's worth $500. It's like, dude,
I can't talk shit. You know, honestly, I'm gonna be real. I follow a guy on YouTube for sports betting, so I don't bet that much. I don't. I always keep it to a minimum. I swear.
oh god, don't mention sports. I'm in pain right now. I'm in pain. I'm in Spain without the S, bro.
Nah, you guys will do fine. You guys got Jake Moody. Remember?
Oh, fuck you. How like
I knew that was gonna come
in
up.
what world, in what ass backwards world do we have a 9-time Pro Bowler get released before a shit ass fucking kicker who makes 60% of his kicks?
I stopped. You know what I should stop doing? I should stop asking questions that actually break the fourth wall of reality. And what I mean by that, I don't think I said that correctly. What I'm saying is I shouldn't ask. We should learn to stop asking why something is being done that's completely and stupid. The Mavericks in Los Angeles. Yeah, let me get the guy who is the best defensive player, you know, whatever, that always gets hurt either before the finals or during the finals, so he doesn't actually ever play in the finals. Let me trade you one of the best rising stars in all of basketball. Yeah, that sounds like a good pick to me. Like, it sounds like a good trade. You know, I make that deal. Make that deal. Damn good deal. What do you guys? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. It's all sham. It's all sham.
Dude,
It's all Ponzi scheme.
It's like I understand it's a money game, but it's like, dude, if you can afford to like keep someone around that's like a cornerstone of your team for the last almost better part of a decade, but then like keep some guy around that's expendable, because there's 1.5 million kickers out there that can do a better job for sure.
Yeah.
That are in like the CFL or that are, you know, making YouTube videos trying to make it on any form of a football fucking team.
I'd rather sign Justin Tucker.
Justin Tugger?
I don't think
Robin Tugger?
I don't think that he did what he did. I don't think he did what he did. I'll be honest. I think they're giving him the Deshaun Watson treatment. I think that he had a bad year. They had signed him to a contract previously, and they're trying to throw him under the bus.
Who knows, man? With all this shit that happens, like it's all.
You're telling me that you didn't catch wind of all of these reports for all of this time, and now all of a sudden you, over the span of how many years, go, oh, you know, he had a bad season last year. He's getting old, and we just signed him to a contract. We shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna start believing those reports now. Come on, man, make it make sense.
But
Make it make sense.
But there's so many people who don't watch football, and to be honest, kickers aren't the most publicized people ever.
Exactly, but make it make sense, Tyler. If
Maybe somebody finally realized that, oh fuck, that's Justin Tucker, the star kicker for the Ravens.
Bro, come on, man, come on.
Okay,
I'm
name me 5 current kickers right now, besides Tucker.
Cairo Santos, Jake Moody. You should have told me.
Fuck you, I fucking hate you so much. Okay, it's 2.
Oh god, oh that was good. McManus. I'm gonna throw you a curveball, Vinatieri. He's not. I'm just playing.
He's
with
not
you.
current.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
You see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I know.
But you could name me 5 quarterbacks, active quarterbacks right now off the cuff, no issue.
I can name you 5 quarterbacks that aren't starting. I get what you're saying. I understand. But at the same time, I'm saying not like publicly, internally, from the organization standpoint.
But also, like,
because that report, okay, let's say that they file the report that this guy is coming in here touching these people. That's a police report. The police report has to follow up with the information that's given at the place. Oh, Justin Tucker was a person that came in during these times and did these things. All right, cool. All right, where does Justin Tucker live? Where does he work? Where does all of this and that? Okay, we're gonna send a detective out. Hey, detective, find out where he works at. Oh, he's the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens. All right, cool. Let me go talk to those guys. I'm just saying.
But also remember, it's the celebrity thing. Remember what happened to that big fucker from Baylor?
Oh yeah, Deshaun Oakman. Yeah.
False accusation,
and that ruined his life.
Remember what happened to Reuben Foster? Same thing. Yeah. False accusations, and it ruins a fucking career.
I'm
so it can happen. It can be a false accusation.
And you know what? Let's say that that's the case. All that guaranteed money he loses out on.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get repaid that money. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just sounds fishy. It just sounds fishy to me. It just does. Like,
yeah, but then there's also been times like where they're gonna be like, "Hey, this is our star. How much to make this go away?"
Exactly. So if they do it like that, they can definitely turn it on someone and go, "Yeah, we don't want him anymore, and he's not wanting to resign, and he's not wanting to give back his money." All right, sex allegations, sexual misconduct allegations. If you can flip on someone and say and cover for them, you can certainly throw someone under the bus. It's the truth. You can't have one without the other. You're gonna have both.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope that that's not the case. I hope that it's not all just like the teams like shooting themselves in the foot for like, you know, the sake of, I don't know, whatever the case may be, control of like, you know, what their records are going to be, whatever the case may be, a script or some sort. I hope that's not the record. I really hope that that's not the record, or that's not the case, but you never know.
Good old NFL script.
It's all family owned.
Dude, it's I think we touched on it's like entertainment. I think our first episode we talked about it's like it's entertainment. What's going to draw you the most money? It's like,
exactly.
Here we go.
Exactly.
It's a good movie for 18 weeks.
It's a good. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I hope it's not the case. I really do.
No, but it's so much pain as a Niner fan. Just seeing all this shit, I was like, okay, we're letting people go. That's going to cost a lot of money. It's like, can we get somebody big then?
No.
Yeah, absolutely fucking not. Some fucking journeyman tight end who's played for fucking 12 plus teams and taken like 1 or 2 snaps for each team on like special teams.
Jesus.
And it's like, oh, fucking shit.
You know,
no Adams, no Diggs, no Cup, no Joey Bosa signing yet, no fucking DJ Reed signing.
Dude, I'm surprised that the Chargers let Joey Bosa go. Is it because of injuries?
No, he's just he's getting old. All these guys are like, once you reach your late 20s, you're considered old.
Yeah, okay, that's true. But look how like long and dominant a lot of defensive players have been. Brandon Graham, Grady Jarrett, Khalil Mack.
Yeah, but
like if it was like what happened with JJ Watt, then yeah, I could see like them releasing Joey Bosa, but I don't think that's the case.
But again, you also have to look and see like where's your money line.
Okay, but that's true. But why don't you just trade him then? Trade him for someone that's gonna have value.
Because you need to have a trade partner, a trade target. If nobody wants to grab him, they'd rather say, all right, well, we can pay him in money or we can give up like a person in draft picks. So they'd rather pay money because then they can manipulate the contract. Whereas like a trade, it's like we have to give up so and so. We have to give this to them regardless. Whereas like money, we could say, all right, well, we're going to pay him $10 million over 3 years, but we're going to backload it. So if he regresses in a year and a half, we can just cut him loose.
Fair.
And not be out as much.
Fair. That's
Whereas
true. That's
if
true.
we trade him away, you know, you can get like.
I'm thinking of Madden. Like I truly am. That's my default.
But then also
process.
too,
I'm gonna trade him and get like 3 draft picks.
You look at like dead money too. Like,
yeah,
dead money's a big thing too. Like, cool, you can have 90 million in cap space, but you got 60 million worth of dead money that you can't use.
Yeah,
and you got people you got to pay blockbuster contracts to. You know, the Niners got to pay their quarterback for the next 5 to 7 years, somewhere north of $50 million a year because he's a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. But then you have to surround him with the right people,
or else you're never going to Super Bowl.
and you have to fucking sacrifice.
Yeah.
So you sacrifice a linebacker like Dre Greenlaw, who's going to cost you 15 to 20 million a year now, when you already have Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Charvarius Ward, and all these people already taking up a shit ton of your money. When the league cap is like 250 million, you got to roster a team of 52 people with 250 million dollars, and you got people like you taking up 30 million of that, which is almost 1/5 of your salary cap on one fucking guy. And you got to pay your left tackle upwards of 30 to 40 million because he's the most important position on the field.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah. No, I get you.
There's 15% of your salary cap gone. You got 85% for the rest of them. And then you got one of the league's best tight ends at 15 million a year. You got one of the best fullbacks ever do it at 3 million a year. It's like, and you got a fucking kicker you're paying $1.5 million who you drafted in the third round who's absolutely butt cheeks.
Yeah, you don't draft kickers in the third round. I don't care.
You don't draft kickers regardless.
I'd say 6th to 7th, just to be. If it's a team like if it's a team like the Eagles or like the Chiefs or the Bills, or
if you have somebody who's generational, like you could see like a Janikowski, like a fucking
there'll never be another
Tucker, a fucking Vinatieri type guy where like he's gonna have it. You can maybe grab 5th, but like 3rd round.
Hey, look, I'm glad that I'm no longer a designated fan of a football team. I'm so happy. I have no stress. I get all the updates, and I used to be a Cowboys fan. I got tired of it. Not the not winning, just the not doing anything to make yourself win. If that makes any sense. And this is a good example. Mm-hmm. I was watching all the reports. And I saw nothing out of the Cowboys camp. And I was like, another typical Jerry Jones offseason. Not going to fucking spend money on anybody. And everybody is going to – everybody's just going to think that they're going to do good. It's so funny. And I see one pickup, and I was like, it's a good pick for them, But at the same time, I just laugh. They picked up Javonte Williams from the Denver Broncos. I'm not saying that's a terrible pickup. I think that's okay. I like Javonte Williams. He's good
comparatively to a very aged Ezekiel Elliott and a very tiny Rico Dowdle.
Oh yeah. He's solid. That's what I'm saying. Like he'll be.
Who's that other guy? That like super fucking tiny running back you guys have? He's like 5 foot nothing.
I don't know. I'm not designated to that team anymore, so I barely know that.
But it's like, what are you can't. I don't know. You gotta spend money.
Yeah, spend money to make money.
And you gotta make moves that.
Look at what the Bears have done. The Bears have boosted up their offensive line.
Fuck it.
They said Caleb Williams pushing that ticket, and it's gonna sell. I'm gonna assume that that the Vikings are gonna, in the next couple years, they're gonna start declining bad. The Bears are gonna move up. The
even if you look at like the Commanders, bro, the moves they made, is like
they are now on top of the NFC as far as the chains.
Oh yeah, no, they're making it.
I didn't like that they let Jonathan Allen go, but I understand why. He's old. Mm-hmm. He is truly old. They picked up someone else. I forget who it was.
They also traded for. I think they traded for Thuney from the Chiefs, the left tackle from the Chiefs.
Yeah, which is I think that was a good pickup on their end. Washington's gonna be disgusting the next couple of years with Jaden Daniels.
I'll put my money on Jaden Daniels for not rookie of the year, for
player of the year,
offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year. I can see that.
If not MVP.
I hope not. I hope he doesn't get MVP. I'm not saying that I don't want him to. I just think that when you win MVP, that's typically like you don't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, true.
The Super Bowl, whoever's the Super Bowl champion is never like Tom Brady didn't. He won a couple of
What
MVPs.
I would love to see, and I wish we saw this year,
what
is a Commanders Bills Super Bowl.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would be good.
I look. I like Josh Allen.
He just can't break that fucking glass ceiling, bro. He's stuck.
He's just not that. He's not that guy.
Yeah.
And I said the same thing about Lamar. Like Lamar will win all the accolades or whatever, but he's just not that guy. They unfortunately don't have that passer savviness that someone like Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts now has. It's not like their game. They'll run in for the touchdown. They'll break off a 70-yard, thing and make it look all nice and fancy. But when the fact that like Josh Allen had what was it? Who were the 3 wide receivers that he had at one point in time?
He like
Stephon Diggs. He had Stephon Diggs. He had no, what's his name? Number 14, I think. No,
that's Diggs.
That's Diggs. The other guy, the tall 6'3" dude. I can't remember what his name is. He's the guy that broke the record for the amount of touchdowns in a single playoff game. A couple of years against the Kansas City, they went to like the final seconds. There was that game. That guy. They didn't progress him well enough, and he dipped out. I can't remember his name right now, and then they had a good slot wide receiver, and then I forget who the running back was. But that team was the best Bills team to date, in my opinion, as far as offensive output. If he doesn't get something like that trio again, he's never gonna win a championship ever. And that's unfortunate. It's just, it is what it is. I don't know.
But as a fan of the Niners, the NFC West, it just went all of it.
Yeah.
And now Devontae Adams is a Ram, which is gross.
I don't see why he did that.
He wanted to be in a California team.
I mean, he's from California. I get that. He went to Fresno. I just like the Rams though. Like, he's late in his career. He should have went with someone who he thinks is going to actually win a championship.
So Stafford.
Huh?
So Stafford.
What do you mean? He's stuck there. He's not going to go anywhere else. He's going to finish out his career.
Yeah.
He's going to finish out his career.
That's an old team though in LA.
Yeah, it is.
That's an old team, man.
It is. And then they got rid of. They didn't even. I don't know what happened to Cooper Kupp.
I think they're looking for a trade for him.
Yeah, they don't want him anymore.
And they lowered his value like a 5th round pick, which is like, if I was a GM and I'd be like, yo, I get White Lightning for a 5th rounder, take it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the problem is too with like people like that is when you trade, you take on their contract.
Yeah,
so like the Commanders are taking on Debo's like $20 some odd million a year, which is expensive for somebody who scored 3 touchdowns last year and couldn't stay healthy to save his life. So I think that's another reason why they try to pick him up in free agency, because they don't want to pay all that fucking money.
That's true. That is a good point, that someone else is gonna have to take on that contract.
Yeah.
Unless there's a clause that like if you trade, that other team can like, probably.
Well, I mean, there's also renegotiating.
I was gonna say there's
like,
renegotiating contract.
But they're gonna be like, no, I ain't signing fucking. You're gonna pay me $30 million, and I'm gonna be worth $10 million. I'm gonna perform at $10 million. Nah, you ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, nobody wants to get a pay decrease, but it is what it is. Like, Cowboys.
Suit me up for $1 million, coach. I'll take fucking hits.
I don't care, man. I don't care. Just if I start not being able to talk correctly, maybe take me out. And even then, if it's $1 million, I'll stay in. I don't care. I'll fucking throw up hands like
200.
Like 2. Fuck, man, that guy.
Dude.
I hope he doesn't have problems.
Oh God.
I really hope he doesn't have problems.
If he takes another one, they're gonna be like, "Yo, you have to medically retire, bro." Like,
we're gonna force a retirement.
Ain't no fucking way.
Fucking what's his name? You guys' old middle linebacker that retired early, Chris Borland.
God,
he's gonna give him a call and be like,
1 year, bro.
Hey, stop it! Don't.
Homie said I had the best rookie linebacker career ever. I'm done.
Yeah, that guy was good. That guy was really good.
He could have had a deep career, but it's like, all right, respect for prioritizing shit.
Yeah.
Now he's like an advocate for like CTE.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, if you're not gonna be playing in the NFL, you gotta find a way to make money. You know what I mean? Kaepernick, stood on a flag. You know what I mean? So you gotta find your niche. Not everybody can go into like retail or not retail, but what is it? What a lot of NFL players
Used car salesman.
Used car salesman or like real estate.
Yeah.
Real estate.
That or you see him coaching like high school teams.
Yeah. I don't know. I find that funny.
Oh man, fucking dude. So like, I've been doing cardistry lately, just bored out of my mind. Like I'll be sitting at work and just be like doing like fucking with playing cards, like the hand movements and shit.
Oh yeah, you're learning card movement.
But yeah,
Oh nice.
it's called cardistry, but yeah,
cardistry.
it's like um Trey, one of the guys up at the Fresno store, was like doing it or whatever, and he was originally my recruiter, and he was just like, hey man, just, I see them doing it. I'm like, fuck, that looks really cool. And it's like, because I always fidget, I fucking fidget, I have to.
Yeah.
The ADHD just takes control
Yeah.
constantly. But it's now when I'm sitting there like doing it, at least my hands are like occupied. So
I click pens. There's one pen that it is one of my home location, and it rotates to open. So you rotate it, and the pen pops out. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm just going like in between talking to the mechanic, the upper bay mechanic, lower bay mechanic, and talking to the customer. I'm all, I love it.
Fidgeting, bro. That's ADHD fully.
Yeah, I can't. I if I'm cleaning something, yeah, I can stop.
Well, yeah, because you're occupied. Your brain's preoccupied.
Yeah. It's sometimes I have to find, like, I was at the Stockdale location. That's the most dead location. We only had 4 cars, like at 2, and I was being sent home at 2, and that was probably the worst time I've ever had at a job.
Really?
Yeah, because I literally, like, their car wash thing went down, so they were doing hand washes, and they specialize in hand washes there at that one specifically. And like when they were doing hand wash for the truck, they did it right next to the lanes where people drive into and then drop off their car to get it washed.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just there with one of those the water pushing things. I forgot what they're called. So it's like SCU or something like that. Anyways, it's just like, it's not a mop, it's like a push broom with no bristles. It's just like a little like plastic like thing that pushes the water,
like a bigger squeegee.
Squeegee, that's what it is. Squeegee. Yeah. So I'm pushing the big ass squeegee, getting water and pushing all the mud off, and that's what I did for like an hour because I was so bored. There was nothing else to do, and I took the squeegee away from another worker because I was like, look, I have nothing to do, bro. I need something. I'm dying of boredom here.
Let me fucking do it.
Yeah, please. It's the only time I've ever worked there, and I hope to God I don't ever get sent back. But at the same time, the manager there was like, I can teach you all, like, everything if you want to, and I'm like, well, that would be the only benefit though, but I can't learn anything if we're not working on cars. So like,
yeah,
what the fuck? I don't. Yeah, so that's, I have to like do something now. I have to mess with something. I have to like find something to do.
I was gonna say, if your hands weren't dirty enough, then you start teaching yourself fucking cardistry.
There's
so many just like YouTube videos and shorts and just everything for it. Like, but it's the trick. Like, some of these people are just like, you. I'm like, dude, I can't even find. I have to go and I'm like,
I can't even like shuffle a deck properly.
It's cool. Like, it's all about the showmanship too. Like, it looks cool as shit, but it's like just the dumbest fucking, like, this is how you actually do it. It's like, wow, that's really not that hard.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit of dexterity. But it's like, it's weird though, because I'm right-handed and I can do everything better with my left. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense in my mind whatsoever.
I feel like I have more strength in my left, but I have more control on my right.
I think, like, I have more dexterity here, but like more control, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like stability, I guess, on my right.
Yeah, you have better like hand-eye coordination probably with your right, but you have the ability to maneuver better.
With my left. It's fucking weird though. I'm like, what the shit?
You know what I did recently? I broke the timer on my driver, and I did it at night, and then the next morning I told I told my girlfriend, and she was like upset a little bit because one of her favorite sweatshirts was in there, and the dryer didn't get to finish, so the clothes are all wet. So I legit just looked up a YouTube video really quick, and luckily I found a YouTube video explaining how to take it off and find out where it was broken and how to replace it. And so we just bought a new timer, and I slapped that bad bitch in there. It was really easy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All it was is just, I think they're 1/4-inch screws, like 5 of them. You take off the back panel, you unplug the dryer, and you take out these like 4 prongs that are set in by plastic pieces,
Yep.
and it's literally just pulling apart. It's just a little harder and a little fragile, so you don't want to like rip it out, but take out the 4 parts, you take off the ground by using some needle nose pliers, and then you just slap that new one on there and it just works perfectly fine.
Just making everybody a fucking handyman.
Well, I just thought to myself, like, I broke it, so I might as well take, you know, responsibility and try to find a way to fix it, or else we have to buy a whole new dryer.
True.
It was literally just the inside like plastic piece that the knob sits on that snapped, and without that you can't set the timer correctly. Yeah, it won't work. It'll just continue to rotate and it won't click into place.
That's fucking
You right, and like one of the local stores was charging $220 for it, just that part, just the timer piece, and we found it on Amazon for $72. Disgusting.
for a fucking timer. For like a little piece of plastic.
The dryer itself was less than $200.
It would charge you more than the dryer.
And this is
for
when
a piece.
Sears was around. So this was back in 2018, later 2018 when we bought it.
Mhm.
So you're telling me I have to pay more than the original cost of the whole dryer for this just one piece?
Yep.
And that's essentially the dryer technically, because without that, it doesn't rotate. It's fucked. It's so fucked, bro. But thankfully, I like, you know, some people would have just called a mechanic and got it fixed. And then I get it, because no one really knows how to do shit like that. Like, that's a niche thing,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Well, even still, you can figure out, like, there's the people that use like their the fucking new MetaQuest or whatever. The MetaQuest 3 is like pass through, and they literally just work on shit with it on their head.
That's why I want one, bro. That's why I want, and not just like so I can start doing all this stuff, but like you can learn to play the piano while watching someone teach you how to play the piano. It will like line up with the keyboard, and it'll tell like the white lines will come like down like Guitar Hero almost, I think. And you could just learn how to play the piano with the MetaQuest 3. That's fucking insane, dude.
Well, dude, there's somebody was like working on their car, and they had like a YouTube video off, and they were like sit there and they'd be like, and look over because it's posted in their world over here, and they're like, all right, cool. And then
they watched the YouTube video, and then
Yep.
on one side they had the freaking manual to the
yep,
to the actual
fucking
car.
crazy,
That's
bro.
insane, man. And it's gonna get like that. It's
Mhm.
it's gonna be like Ready Player One. That's what it is. If you haven't seen that movie, I would suggest watching it. It's a great movie, but you just live in your like reality world.
But it's like that's the
essentially.
funniest shit ever. Like whenever I have anybody ask me like fix something or do something that I don't know, dude, I'll just fucking Google it. And there's someone out there who's already had this problem
Yeah,
and had to fix this fucking problem.
Yeah.
I'm just better at Googling than you are. That's it.
That's another thing. Like if you find reliable sources, that's actually like very helpful.
Mhm.
But not everybody's a reliable source, so it's hard to sit there. That's why people don't want to spend time like researching a solution behind something that's like a timer, because it's like it took me like 4 or 5 videos to find the correct actual like timer video, because there's so many different like brands that use so many different parts that have like the one that I found wasn't even the correct one, because that one said that there was a Phillips nails in there that you have to unscrew. Well, no, this one it was just two like what are they called? It was just 2 metal pieces that are like this on top of a plastic piece, and they had little prongs right here. You had to push them down for the fitting to slide out.
Mm.
And that's essentially what it was. But it was hard as hell to take down the bottom one. You had to use 2 skinny Phillips head to push down on the 2 pieces for it to slide out.
Weird.
Yeah. And so like that was the only thing that was different from the video that I saw. So I just had to figure out that part, which wasn't hard at all. It was just getting the right tools, because my fat sausage fingers can't fit into that spot that's like this tall or something like that. It was like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was hard. So sometimes we overcomplicate things too as well.
Well, that's why you have like trades now too. Because why would you take your time to research it when you could pay someone a little bit more to do it for you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but like, why am I gonna pay $220 and then have to pay a technician to come out to put it in a spot?
Because he's got the knowledge, man.
When I could pay $74 and learn myself.
Yeah, but that's atypical.
That's but if it was like, I don't know, something wrong with my car, obviously if it's not an oil change problem, or a service that I can do, I'll probably take it to mechanic, you know, because there's certain things I cannot do
Mhm.
that I don't have the tools for, or the things the any like the tools and or the knowledge of having to do that. But I mean, people do it all the time. They just look up a video, and if it's something simplistic, yeah,
Yeah.
something within reason, but not something that's like a transmission service. I would never be able to know to. I probably know how to do an oil change if I looked up a video, but not a transmission service on my own car. Just wouldn't work. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'd be like a fucking monkey with a wrench.
Why won't it work, damn
I
it?
want it, and just start kicking my car. I'll be like GTA when I want to start a fight. GTA 5 when I want to fight a taxi guy. I would line them up and just start like, I hit the first one that the line would be created, and then I hit the next one with a bat every single time where I'd kick it, and then like I get a row of cars that want to fight me, the people, and then I'd hop on top so that they start hitting each other, and then they would have their single little fights.
Dance, my puppets, dance.
And while that was happening, I would pull out the phone and put the cheat in for like a boat to pop up. So every time you press it, the boat drops down. And then if you press it again, a new boat drops down. So I would do that to cars and they would catch on fire. And then I'd do that to the people and they would get squished. They'd get like hit and then like they'd get back up and then they try to run. And I would like kind of walk faster and then to spawn a new one and hit them. I had problems, man.
Yeah, I can tell.
See, this is why I don't care about like animes or movies or stories when there's like mass killing. I've already done it all in GTA. Why do I need to watch it on a screen? Why do I've done so much chaos in GTA. I no longer have that chaos in real life. I don't need that in this. It's I have too much of it already.
You have too much chaos already.
I go in Red Dead Redemption 2 and I told my girlfriend, I was like, you can hog tie someone. She's like, oh yeah, and you can like pull them from the back while you're riding your horse. I'm like,
yep.
And put them on the back of your horse, find the swamp, and feed the crocodile puppies.
Yep.
The funniest one was watching someone die from a freaking snapping turtle. It fucking went for the neck. It was so funny,
I think
bro.
you could also feed them to the pigs too, and the pigs will eat them.
No shit.
I think so. I think like if you throw them in a pig pen.
Why
the pigs will
haven't
eat
I
'em.
done this?
Why haven't I fed a person to pigs yet?
Me and my buddy, when we were younger, when we played GTA 5, we always had like a standing thing where we'd get a helicopter, get it to the highest point that you could possibly go, jump off into the middle of the city, and hope to God that you nail a pedestrian walking, because it'd be hard as hell to even predict like you'd being able to do that.
Yeah.
Because the map loads in as you're falling.
You're like, come on, let it be someone
I
fast.
think I hit like a car and it blew up. One of my like childhood friends, his name was Patrick. He actually hit someone, and we were so pissed at him because he didn't really play it all too much. And just for him to walk in one day and play with us and just hit someone, I'm like, we've been trying for years, for years, and you just do it. This is horseshit.
Idiot's luck, bro.
Dude.
Idiot's luck.
Dude, it was awesome to see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think about it till this day, like, why couldn't I fucking hit someone? He's fucking the one that does it. Why, God? Why? Create this game for me, God.
You're just not gonna let me hit a person when I skydive out of a helicopter.
You guys haven't figured out I have issues.
Clearly.
Oh man, I've been getting a lot more Instagram reels of like wrestling. It's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Not the content, but like just much more videos of wrestling.
It happens, bro. Dude, your phone fucking listens. It does. Like everyone's like, no, it can't be. Like, I forget. I think I was sitting next to the wife, and I said something. I forget what it was, but like literally, and it pops up like 5 minutes later. She goes, "I fucking hate you." I go, "What?" She goes, "We were just talking about this, and now look what's on my Instagram feed." And so, just as a fucking joke, I was like, "Giant anal butt plug." Just waiting for it. I don't know if it ever popped up, but I was just like, it's honestly, it's for real.
I was talking shit to my dad, and I was making a joke about like wearing Depends, and then it populates.
Yep.
And then like, I don't know, whenever that happens, I like to list off things that are ridiculous. So I was just like different flavored anal oral different different flavors anal oil types and like just stuff like that,
Stupid shit.
just stupid shit.
Yep.
And like it doesn't it, like I think the phone's starting to know like I'm joking around here and there. And I'm like, all right, well, let's go with something a little bit different that's kind of near what I like. I don't know. I think I put like I kept telling my phone sombreros one day, and then I got flat cap like ads, and I was like,
Okay.
oh, you're getting close.
Like we're getting there.
You're getting there.
We're good.
I want the Mexican ones though. Give me that. Give me that.
It just happens, bro. You fucking you like one post of something, and then just all of a sudden they're like, oh, they like this. That's just inundated with everything.
And then here's like stuff that are similar, and then here's stuff that you wouldn't even know, like a vertical mouse.
Dude, even that, like that was I don't even know what triggered that fucking thought.
You mind? Any more?
I don't even know what triggered the vertical mouse thought. I was just like, I don't know what it was. I honestly cannot remember. It might have been like a Reddit post of someone being like, oh, I switched to a vertical mouse and here's why you should too. And it was like, I thought about it, I was like, it doesn't make sense. Like,
it only took 5 turns for me to realize it's a pop-off. New world record. I have been looking into like a wireless keyboard and mouse.
Wireless mouse, yeah. I don't think wireless keyboard like this is wireless. It's a wireless keyboard, but it's not. It doesn't have to be.
I just rather it be that way to get rid of the clutterness
Yeah.
of the wires. Because like if my girlfriend wants to move my keyboard, or if I want to move my keyboard to have a place to eat, or she's doing something like she was doing her nails the other day,
yeah,
I have to pick it up and then put it on the Xbox, because there's no more room on my desk for it to be moved anywhere. Where if I had like a wireless keyboard, I could probably just buy a little stand right next to below my window, put it right there, and then it just like whenever I don't need it, moved right there.
you just get a deeper desk too, and
that's true.
Instead of having your monitors sitting on your desk, they're mounted to the mounts that mount on the back.
I could do that too.
I just
there's
like
different ways of going about it.
how much shit I put
easier...
on my desk is like.
No, mine's way worse than yours. And I just readjusted and cleaned my desk completely off. God bless her soul. She bought me two like artworks of One Piece, and this guy does it good. He does it really well. I have to send you pictures of them. But she framed him, and then I put Luffy to the left, and it's just like right there in like a photo, like one. And I feel like Wolverine in X-Men 97 when he has the picture of what's her name in the frame, and he's like this. That's how I am. I'm like, oh, Luffy, I love you. My favorite.
It's so weird to me though. Like I get it. It's an older anime, and I have to like go into it with that expectation. And like, and again, I'm a dub guy. I can't do sub. Like, period.
Yeah.
It's just like the one thing that kind of bugs me is like I don't know if it's just a fucking Luffy thing, and maybe because I literally just got past the first fight he has with what's his name?
Captain Morgan.
No, the clown.
Oh, Buggy.
Thank you. And then every time he does his fucking stretchy shit, he has to be like, gum, fucking whatever. It's like, you are literally a glorified Captain Gadget right now.
Yeah.
It's equivalent to Go Gadget this, and it's just like,
well, that's how like
but Buggy doesn't have to do that.
Buggy doesn't.
So why the fuck is Luffy? I'm just saying, and it's like, it's not even the fact that he says it. It's just like the way he says it. That's just kind of irksome, I guess.
It's definitely the English voice acting.
Yeah.
In Japanese, he goes gomo gomo no.
Yeah.
And it's not like that like deep. It's actually a little bit higher pitched as well.
I don't know.
Why? Okay, so because the author did like get asked a question about that, and I can't remember what his response is, but I'm sure you can find it online. Just look up like the Q&A questions and answers that Oda's done,
Yeah.
and he'll explain why Luffy does that. I can't remember what the answer was. It wasn't anything like super important, like particular to the story. That's just the way he fights.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that being like annoying, but I also like, I don't know, like Naruto, you hear him say Rasengan before he does it.
Yeah.
They announce their attacks so that everybody knows what they're called, so they can, that's just animation in general. Like, I know that not in Attack on Titan, that's a thing, but like in most shonen-esque type of animes, which is like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Fairy Tail. At least the most grateful thing is that you don't have a lot of it is not reanimation. There is reanimation being used, but not a lot of it is being used.
Yeah,
I would say
that's why I'm happy with like Crunchyroll doing that, where it's like, yes, it's annoying that's 4x3, but it's like you're preserving that. And it's like there's so much older anime that like I know I have to watch. I mean, not like have to, but like I want to, because growing up I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I didn't really watch like Speed Racer or fucking Cowboy Bebop or Lupin, because I was, not
those
really...
ones. I don't think you'll experience like reanimation use a lot.
No, but like, preserving those older ones, even like fucking Speed Racer, like that was honestly, I feel like if you're older, like in your 30s, like that was your first true like if you didn't get introduced in like Dragon Ball, like Speed Racer on like Toonami, when you were done watching, your Saturday night cartoons, you're like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
That was your first like introduction. But the whole Gum Gum thing, I was like, okay, I get it. The Gum Gum fruits give you like powers, and they're different ones. Or the devil fruits, not the like you ate the Gum Gum devil fruit. But it's like, okay. So I was like, how many are there now? I guess I'll figure that out, because the only one is like, obviously they do different shit. Like,
yeah, so there's
Luffy's allows him to stretch his arm. Buggy, his hands fucking come off.
Yeah. So there's 3 different types. There is Paramecia, which is what Luffy and Buggy are. Don't you fucking say anything else in their chat. Sorry. Because it's I don't want anybody to ruin anything, because there are stuff that you don't know, and there are stuff that you do know, and the stuff that you don't know could override the stuff that you do know. So let's just keep it as to what you do know. Luffy's is a Paramecia fruit, Gum Gum fruit. Buggy's is the dice fruit. No, he's not the dice fruit. I forget what it is, but basically he can't get cut. His body can split from itself, almost like someone's cutting him. Which is a Paramecia. You'll learn Zoans. Zoans are animal type fruits. So like there'll be a cheetah fruit. You'll see a giraffe fruit. And essentially you take on the characteristics of the fruit of whatever you've eaten. And there's like 3 different forms. You'll meet someone who's ate the human fruit. But it pertains to who they are. So it like, adds. And then there is the Paramecia, Zoan, Logia, the Logia type. The Logia type are elemental type. Technically, I skip past this, but Zoans, there's a different grouping. They're called mythical Zoans, and then there's ancient Zoans. Ancient being obviously older, prehistoric. Mythical means they're not actually real, but they are in a sense. They're like more rare. But yeah, so Logia, they take in the element of what they are. So ice, fire, lava, can't think of it, mud. They all have their own, like, I guess the creator or the owner of the fruit can, in their own way, use it differently than, let's say, the next owner, and the previous owner. It just depends on how creative they are with the fruit too. So those are the 3 different types of fruit, and then there'll be another power thing come into play later in the midway through the season, or the story, and that'll be more relevant towards the second half of the story, because it kind of counters a little bit of the devil fruits. So there's that. But yeah, for the most part, there you'll find like I forget how many are confirmed devil fruit users there are, but they're not. It's not like impossible to find. They kind of make it seem like it's almost impossible, but you'll run across more, and it'll be like less like rare as you continue on. There's one that's like a coat fruit. You can wear someone or something, and you take on the personality.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's great. There's like I give it to Oda to be how creative he is as far as like what he goes and the boundaries that he pushes. There's one that's a mochi fruit, and if you don't know what mochi is, so it's like how do you make that like into a thing? And he does his best as to making it work for what he's trying to storytell. You know, there's a lot of nuances.
We'll see. The worst thing is though too is like I got a new phone. I got the 25 Ultra.
Wait, what happened to?
I still have my 24 Ultra. I mean, I'm trading it in.
Oh, you're trading it.
So I had a 22 Ultra. When Derek sold it to me when I started, he was a piece of shit and he took raw value for the phone because he got 13% of it instead of giving me promo value.
Yeah.
I was recently talking to Ben, who works up at one of the Fresno stores, and he's an Android guy, and he's like, "Oh, well, did you see that people who are sales makers can get a $300 billing credit?" I was like, "Oh, like word? Is it like every month?" He goes, "No, it's a lump. Like here's $300 for getting an S25 Ultra." I was like, "Okay." I looked at stacks with $1,000 off.
No shit.
So I go and get my phone, but I have to go to the corporate store, which is so fucking annoying.
Why?
Because we can't access our own accounts through us. Like I can't, and I have to either get it shipped to me or I have to go pick it up at a corporate location.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, well, I'm coming home from Delano. Like I might as well just stop on California and grab it.
Yeah.
Maybe Asia will be there. I don't know, but he wasn't. But I go in. And the funniest thing is too, is I was like, man, I like the look of the store. Like it's nice. It is
nice.
It's a nice looking store. And I'm like, dude,
so
this
beautiful.
is fucking cool.
It's really good.
And I was like, I can see the dress code's more lax. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. But I remember I was like, well, they get paid like an hourly plus like they're capped on commission, but like, whatever. I go pick it up. I could tell the guy that helped me was new because like everyone had like polos and was a little bit more put together. This guy just had literally like a Verizon t-shirt. It's like, yeah, and he didn't really know what he was doing. So it's like, yeah, you're newer. Like
you're all like, just give me the screen.
Well, no, the best part is he's like, oh yeah, you just picked it up. He goes, you want me to set it up for you? He's like, no, man, I'm just gonna do it at home. And he goes, oh well, let me talk to you about like adding perks onto your account. And I was like, no, man, like I already have YouTube Premium. Like, don't even worry about it. And I was like, I work for authorized retail. I'm a sales maker. He goes, what's that? I was like, I work for another, like an authorized retailer.
I'm a subcontractor. For
this. And he's like, oh, so you already know how to do everything. I was like, yep. He's like, so you're gonna trade it? I'm like, yep. And then he goes, best part, he goes, here, man, I'll just give you the phone. Like, you already know what the fuck you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Like, good job being like salesman and trying to upsell me, but like, because he didn't know I was, I do this for a living. I just do it at a different location than you. And then he goes, as I'm walking out, he goes, you sure you don't want to get accessories? Never mind. And so I get home, and it's like the most. I didn't go home. That's a fucking lie. And this is the worst part about being in that area, is once you go to like, and I don't like you don't like you'd rather just like find it online to read it, but it's like I have to go to Barnes and Noble. I have to go peruse the fucking manga section.
I see. I get it. You're
and
right.
I did.
There.
I fucking did it. And I luckily only walked away spending $60. But it was only like 3 volumes of something.
What'd you get?
So I bought that omnibus of Gunsmith Cats. So I was like, this looks interesting enough. And then before finishing another series, I bought Dandadan. I got the first 2 volumes of it. And I was like, motherfucks. It's like, here I go again, starting another series without finishing one. It's like, it's the trophies of it. And I'm like, God, I told the wife, I was like, I gave in. I was on California. I went to Barnes and Noble.
She's all, without me?
No, she sent a little heart emoji. I was like, yeah, but bet you like that. But no, I was like, I was surprised. And I come home or whatever and setting everything up, and I was having trouble setting it up, like with the fucking electronics sim. And I was like, fuck, now I realize why people come in, because this is the most like annoying thing ever.
It's a bit annoying.
So I was like, I was moving the number over and transferring the SIM, and then service drops off my old one, but doesn't go on the new one.
Oh god.
I have no way to make a fucking phone call. And they're like, we can't activate it. Call us to fucking, if you need help. I was like, I can't fucking call.
Yeah.
Luckily, I still had like a physical SIM in my old phone, so I just activated that online. But I had to Snapchat call the wife who wasn't in town
Yeah.
and be like, hey, you need to give me this code right now so I can get into the online thing and activate it. But it just wasn't fucking working. I'm like, oh, we can call you back. I was like, I can't fucking call. I don't have a house phone. Nobody's here.
I had to deal with that when I got Isabel the watch, and having to set it all up. Everything worked perfectly fine for my watch, my dad's watch, my mom's watch, my watch, the tablets and everything, and then hers for whatever reason didn't connect to her phone, and the service wasn't connected.
Yep.
And so like 2 months later, she's like, hey, it's been like 2 months. Why is my watch not able to make calls? I was like, what? I like totally spaced it.
Yeah.
I thought it connected. I thought, oh, I know why. Because when I talked to the representative, they said, oh, it should take just a day. It'll be fine. And we just totally forgot about it. She would always have her phone
Yeah.
while having her watch so she could make calls. Well, one day she left her phone. She's like, hey, I couldn't call you when my watch isn't working. And I was like, okay. So I finally did it. I called them. The first time it didn't work. So I waited they told me I have to wait the next day. Wait the next day, called, it finally worked. And I was like, dude, this is like the third time. And they're like, yeah. They're like, why didn't you go to the store? And I was just like, oh, because the store doesn't want me there anymore. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I used to work there and it's just not a good time, you know?
Dude, but it was just like, it was this fucking, I'm just stoked because now like $300 is a lot for
Yeah.
credit, dude.
Yeah,
I was like,
that
that's
is a
2
lot.
months of my bill right there.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, my bill's gonna be less once it takes over again. Like, say less.
What happened to your, I thought you also had a flip phone. I thought you had
The Fold, yeah.
Yeah, the Fold. You still have that?
still have it.
It's a separate number?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's collecting dust.
It's collecting dust. You really don't want, like, you're not using it?
No, I'm not using it. No.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, I'm paying it off still.
You're still paying it off?
Because I put it on credit.
Oh.
It's like I'm paying it off through a firm.
Oh, okay.
So like
Okay.
I'm paying it off in like chunks, but it's like,
Yeah.
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 I got like, don't get me wrong, I like it, but then I switched back to my 24 Ultra. I was like, fuck, this is a really good phone. Like, why did I ever switch away from this?
I'll buy it off you.
What, my Fold?
Yeah.
I still owe 16 on it.
You still owe $1,600?
I've only had it since it came out in
How
like,
much was it?
October 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget that those phones are like a lot.
Or if you want to buy it, you could just fucking.
I'll pay your monthly loan payments. How much are they? Oh, you don't have to tell me. It's
I
fine.
was like, I think they're like. I think I have like a 2-year thing, so it's like 60 some odd bucks a month or something.
I'll send you like 70, 80.
I'd rather just pay it off and fucking
Fair.
like transfer my debt to Richard.
Sorry, credit score is not good enough. Damn it.
Right.
Nah. I mean, I would still be very interested in those, just to have it as a second phone to watch videos off of and stuff. But then again, I have my tablet, so I don't know.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like I have a tablet now. Like I bought because when I got that, they gave me credit for like the Google store.
Oh, okay.
So I bought a Pixel tablet too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How's that?
It's just an Android tablet.
It's not like anything particular. It's just the
nothing.
basic model.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not as better, but it's like cool. I have that now, and I have a
Yeah.
like keyboard or whatever.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I
But
bought
no,
like
dude,
the.
it's just the Ultra is just a superior phone.
Yeah, I mean,
And like it's cool having like, but the thing is I bought it because I was like, oh, this is a foldable phone, which I like the Z Fold, but the front screen is too narrow. It's like this one's wide enough,
yeah.
but now I can't justify using the big screen. And even when I did, it was like during football season when I got my tablet, I was like, why the fuck do I need the big screen when I have a tablet that'll now sit up and be bigger than that?
It's true.
So, I mean,
It's true. I mean, the Ultra is always gonna have a better processor, I think, and better what you call it? Yeah, I think it's just a processor. It doesn't have graphics card. I don't know why I would think it would have graphics card, but
no, but it's just
it's a better processor. It's more powerful.
Yep, it's a better phone. It's
Yeah.
just like it's one of those things where it's like, give me like maybe 6 to 8 months to be like, I want my foldable phone again or something.
You could just throw it back. I mean, you could just put the service back onto that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now they have it on a physical SIM card. They just
Oh, they
swap
still
back.
take physical sims. Damn, that's crazy.
Android still take physical SIMs, man.
No, I didn't know that.
Everyone's at the fucking store switching. I was like, yeah, you guys haven't been listening to me for the last 3 fucking years when I've been preaching this shit.
I still use iPhone. I was a Galaxy person or an Android person at first. Not to say that I won't ever go back. I would have a second phone that's an Android phone, but I still like the iPhone for what it is. It's not customizable. I understand that. That's fine. I'm alright with that. I just changed my wall screens. That's all. That's all I care
I
about.
changed my wallpaper
Yeah,
from this Luffy
It's
to this Luffy.
it's
I
and
switched
then
between
I have
my
a
girlfriend
cat
and Luffy and my cat.
and my cat. I love my cat. Okay.
Your hairless ball sack.
No,
cat.
not that one. That's not my cat. Stella's my cat. The calico, the one that talks all the time. The
Mhm.
white, brown,
Mhm.
and orange one. She's my baby.
The one that fell asleep on me.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sitting there cross-legged, just like, all right, we're cool here.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I was like, yep, I can't leave.
yeah, she does that with everybody. She's such a loving cat, and then she likes to talk a lot. She just goes rant. And she'll be like looking at you with like a mean stank face, but like laying there, and she'll be like rant.
Have you seen
Right.
those videos of like the guy who's like, this is how you actually talk to cats, and like
Yeah,
they listen to
don't.
shit?
That's a
You,
complete
no,
lie.
you tried it, and
I've
the cat
tried
was just
it.
like, fuck no.
It's the perfect tone and everything. I can copy the voice, the audio perfectly, but
Yeah,
the
because
cat
it's just
doesn't
like, this is
match.
how they do come here, and everyone keeps doing it. They're like, oh my god, my cat's actually coming here. I'm like, that's fucking
You have to
weird.
train the cat to probably do it. Yeah,
Maybe.
but that's like training a dog. Like my friend trains. We have a dog that he saved,
Mhm.
and her name's Olive, and I forget what the saying is, but for her to get out of the way, or I think to get out of the way for us to get into open the door to walk into the house
Mhm.
through the back. I think he goes, "Let's go," or like over or something like that. And she, whenever he says the phrase, she does it. Just like how if you train her to shake, say shake, and then she
Yeah.
puts her paw up. It's the same thing. The cat's
Stax
just
now does this fucking shit now where like when I leave a room,
she'll follow.
she'll walk behind me, but once I cross the threshold, she'll stop, and I have to do this like this way. Like I'll step aside and be like this way, and she'll just go whoop. I'm like, oh, your fucking traffic director be like,
You get the lights and everything.
oh, it's fucking like god damn it, dog.
The hairless one, he's special, boy. He'll walk in front of you and stop while you're in mid walk, bro. Like no shit. And I've kicked him, I've stepped on him, it gets to the point where he does it so much, I like anticipate it and I start kicking his legs out from underneath him because he just doesn't get it. He
Like,
doesn't.
get the fuck away.
Yeah, like I know you want my attention, but like if I'm walking and you're walking with me and you stop right in front of you, I'm gonna truck your ass. I'm gonna drop down and throw
That's
an
like
elbow
what
at
happens
you.
with the dog, dude. She'll walk in front of me and slow down. So like I'll literally like her butt is right at my shin height, so I'll just start like hitting her butt with my chin. She's like, oh fuck, okay, we're going.
Yeah.
Like I start moving forward a little bit
I
faster.
start scooping his butt and he's all like, "Wah!" And then he starts like moving out of the way.
Gently scooping his butt before anyone's like, ooh, Richard animal abuses.
Hey, I'll beat my cats, all right?
No, fuck,
No, I'm just funny. I love my cats, man.
God, we're gonna get a fucking letter from PETA now.
Hey, PETA, I play Pokemon.
PETA.
I believe in enslaving my Pokemon to fight for what's right. All right, PETA? You fucking...
I play Pokemon to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Dun, 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 dun. To catch me and my best friends. The power that's inside.
I still just think of the fucking whatever that was, that one fucking animation where he uses it. He's like, oh my fucking knee! He starts throwing him. He's like, oh, you feed me with puffins. You fucking nourishment, man.
He's just feeding your... Hey, I love Power World. I love enslaving them, making sure that they don't eat and sleep. You can get a trait on Power World where it's called vampiric, and you can put it onto like if you breed them, and then they'll work overnight.
Dude, if
How
you-
bad is that game? I love it.
you just need to start doing what we do and fucking start waking up at 4:30 and playing games with me and Juggy and Sweeve, bro.
If I wake up at 4:30 to play video games, I'm probably gonna tell myself I need to go to the gym. before I play video games.
I don't know, man. Stimulate your mind.
I play video games when I get home.
True. Because we could cut this right now, and I could probably download Monster Hunter Wild.
Are you wanting to play? I'm down.
I'm
not that far.
I enjoyed Monster Hunter enough to fucking. And I guess if I have people to play with, I can justify a $70 purchase.
We're gonna play.
He's like, all right, see ya.
That's a cut, guys. Thank you for watching me rant. I love you again. I won't look at any of your comments, so don't say anything back to me. All right.
Oh,
cool.
speaking of, hold on. There's
No,
one.
God,
There's
come
one
on.
because I posted this short about One Piece because obviously that's like the.
And just for you guys know, I do care. I'm not a complete asshole.
I do care.
I'm not a complete asshole.
Let's see what because it was about the One Piece one, and I was like, all right, so freaking.
What did they say?
Let me get to my YouTube studio.
I like your case.
Right, dude, it's just like a $20 fucking basic one. Majority of that's the phone, and then of course a sticker back there. But so YouTube Studio.
I got.
Let's see.
But you'll be surprised. My girlfriend got me a keychain. It's one of those ones where like she doesn't know what it was.
Also, like
And I got Sanji.
You know what's funny though? In the last 28 days, the top 4 videos we've had are all shorts from the podcast.
Oh really?
When we were talking about MJ buying Eminem's discography,
Oh yeah.
almost 900 views.
I don't know why.
Talk about rap beef, 620.
I could see that.
The troll beer pong rule,
What was that again?
where if you don't make a single shot in the beer pong game, you're under
yes,
the table.
Yeah.
And then talk about how wrestling isn't fake; it's scripted. 500.
Oh,
So our shorts are doing pretty nice.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Let me find the fucking the comment though, because it was literally I told her, is 1,000 episodes of One Piece too many?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
I saw that be posted.
And this guy said somebody was like, let me see, I did respond to this one because I was just like, yeah, I'm watching a fucking because somebody commented on his saying like, there's One Piece online like fillerless, so like you can skip these because they're filler. I was like, yes, I'm doing that because I don't have that time. Like I'm gonna skip filler.
I completely support that.
So this was like a week ago. So literally a few days after it was posted, he said, "Bros will say anything to make it seem like One Piece is well paced. I watched 100 episodes and wasn't into it, but watch Bleach, Dragon Ball, all series, and Naruto no problem. JoJo's is comparable to One Piece in terms of pages, and I've watched it twice. The pacing fucking sucks, and I'm only going to continue when the new reanimation drops."
Okay. Here's how I dismantle that.
Or excuse me, reanimating.
This is how I dismantle that argument.
Oh, here we go.
Like I said before, Dragon Ball, you have a bad guy that wants to destroy the world, enslave the world, or destroy the universe, or enslave the universe. Tell me how that's really genuine good storytelling. Bleach, the guy gets he gets top tier power in one day of training, and now he's strong as the captain without no background training whatsoever. Then as they continue the animation, they go, hey, here's a new power that makes the first power not really like work really well. And then here's a third power that ties in the first two powers together, and now it makes all sense. But since it's towards the end of the series, we're just gonna make sure that everything is like all level playing field. Tell me how that makes sense, please. I know that the manga does a good storytelling wise as far as that, but it just doesn't make sense. Okay, so fuck you and fuck Bleach.
And then this guy.
What was the other one?
This guy came in. He said Bleach, Dragon Ball, and Naruto, no problem. And he says JoJo's is comparable to One Piece in terms of pages, and I've watched it twice. I'm assuming he means pacing.
Probably. Naruto, yeah, it's
I've wanted to get into JoJo's, by the way. I see it all the time at fucking Barnes and Noble. I'm like, not only are they hardbound, but they're like omnibuses, which I fucking need because I'm not gonna buy fucking 30 to 50, especially if I'll ever get the One Piece manga. There's like
you'll need like 2 bookshelves.
Yeah, there's fucking
you'll need like 2 bookshelves.
Like I'm buying the omnibus, but no. And then some guy commented, he goes, they have One Piece online that cuts all the extra footage, and it's the #1 anime of all time, even with bad pacing. So your point seems to be invalid. Exactly. Responding to that guy.
Thank you. Look, Naruto.
So far, I was like, out out of all the animes I watch,
Mhm.
like I will say, and again, I'm 8 episodes in, so I can't make a valid claim, but it's not my number one.
No, I mean it's not going to be everybody's number one, but if you like a great story, it's in my opinion the number one animated series as far as storytelling purposes.
We'll see.
Fighting, it can be 50-50 depending on like your viewpoints and how things play out in your view of the world.
Yeah.
But that's just my 2 cents.
That's like, it's so hard to live up to Death Note for me though, and that may just be because that was my first, and I was like, it's the fucking luster of your first ever completed anime series. But again, you can't like, that's where the disconnect is. It's like anime is so great, but I've read some manga. It's like, fuck, this is really good, and it's literally got like Gantz. Gantz is a really good series.
Yeah.
In manga, it's fucking phenomenal. It goes on for a long time, but the anime iteration of it cuts off at like the 7th or 8th volume, and it's like, fuck, this is like, you're missing out on majority of the good shit.
Look, okay, let me finish my point with Naruto and then we'll move on. Naruto, great as far as pacing wise, does a good job. I love the lore of it. I love a lot of things about it. Terrible for fillers. It's the worst. Like, there's so much filler to it.
Oh yeah,
it's disgusting. And then the ending is, personally, it could have done a lot better. Those are my complaints. But if Hunter x Hunter was longer and had a full story, I would say Hunter x Hunter would be my number one. Great story, fighting is impeccable. As far as like because there's a lot of people that like fighting, and they do this thing where they go, okay, so this person did this feat, so this is like how to rate him, but this person did something bigger as a feat to have done, and now he's at top with him. And if those two fight, how would it work? Well, everybody's going to say, well, this feat is much more better, so therefore this guy should lose. It does a good job at being able to accurately portray the fighting capabilities of each character to a T. And the power that they use is called Nen, and it's widely like universal, and it is like, as far as the power ratings and everything, they do a good job. If it had a complete story, it would be the best anime out to date. Unfortunately, it's not complete. I don't think it's ever going to be complete. I hope so one day. But the author, I think he bookshelved it. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I heard some news, but I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I mean, look, if that guy can't get to the Arlong Park and watch the ending of that arc and say to himself that he likes this, then that animation's not for him. That One Piece is not.
Well,
for
you're
him.
saying he's waiting for the reanimation, so guarantee it's probably just.
Then he needs to shut up and just watch it.
But like that's the thing, is he's talking about the reanimation. It's like the reanimation isn't going to cut shit.
Yeah, it is. That one is. It's particular to. Okay, so if you don't know this, One Piece doesn't take breaks like that. They do sometimes, but their animation has been running nonstop. And then when I mean nonstop, I mean week after week. They're not this small time little pussy shit. We're gonna put out a season for like 1 year, and then like 3 years later we'll do another season, and it's not gonna be as good as the first season. No, One Piece is like, yeah, we'll push out episode after episode after episode every single week. We'll take a break, maybe like for 2 weeks, maybe a month, who knows. But we're going to come back and we're going to do it week after week after week, because we're not little pussies around here. That's what One Piece does, and that's why it's fucking amazing. And it's consistent. But sorry. I lost my train of thought because
about One Piece, I'll fuck you up.
Nah, I love it. Like I said, it's not for everybody. I particularly like it for my own reasons, and it's because it's a very thrilling, pulling story.
I will give it a fair chance, because 8 episodes is not a big enough smattering. Like, literally, I got through the first fight. Like, some of the elements get me like hooked. Like the whole pirate thing is like cool, and you're introducing like Nami as like, fuck pirates, I hate pirates, but like, cool, I'm gonna roll with you, and hopefully you'll change my mind,
and
type shit.
And when you see her story, and this it's Arlong Park arc. if you when you finish that and you're not like enthralled by the emotion behind it, the love and care of like how she sees things, and she realizes what type of people they are, and you get to realize too, you'll come to, if you can't be pulled by that, you're not gonna like the series. That's why I always say, because it's around 100 episodes, I think it's like 80 is
Mhm.
when that the end of that arc happens. If you can't get past that, you'll never love it, you'll never like it, because it's not for you.
Yeah.
You might be a person that likes isekais, which are people that die and they get reanimated into another world where it's like, they were in a regular earth and then now they're in like like I don't know, like Skyrim-esque type of
Yeah.
world, where they have powers and shit. There are people that, not everybody likes action movies, not everybody likes comedy movies, not everybody likes rom-coms and thrillers and all these other things. You have to find your niche thing that you really enjoy and love.
Yeah.
But the reason, like I said, if you don't like that ending of that story for her, as far as like her lore and like how she feels about the characters moving forward, you're not gonna like the series, because it's a lot of that. It's a lot of care and love that you kind of like overlook, because you're watching pirates and you have this conceived thought of how pirates should act, and then you see these pirates aren't acting like that, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is actually a little interesting. It's like kind of like watching Pirates of the Caribbean, but like only watching Jack Sparrow, and you get to see the part where he actually cares and loves for people instead of just being a selfish prick.
Yeah.
The character can be a selfish prick, but at the same time he can also love and care in a way that you're like, why are you even doing that? Thank you for being that way. You didn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like that. That's
No, I feel that. So we'll see. I'll give it a fair enough chance. I'll get, this guy said he got 100 episodes in. I feel like I have to give it 100 episodes. And it's really not that hard. It could be
it's not, I mean, 20, it's like 18 minutes
18 or something minutes.
18 minutes if you skip the
I got through like 4 or 5 episodes as I was meal prepping the other day. Like,
yeah, like you don't, and if you're watching a dub, you can play a game that you can focus in on and
Yeah.
just listen to what's going on, and then occasionally look up, pause the
oh
game.
no, dude, you don't even have to pause the game.
Well, it depends on what you're playing. Like Madden, like I can play Madden, and I sometimes have to like look up to see what's going on.
Install an extension called Picture in Picture. You can overlay a smaller version of the screen on top of your game without interfering with it.
See, that's why I have you.
Picture in Picture extension, dude. I think I did that for Demon Slayer. I literally like was watching it, and it's a Chrome extension, but it literally just overlays it on your screen. It doesn't like click out of it. It doesn't fuck up your game or anything. Like it just takes up part of the screen as a fucking floating window
Yeah.
without
Okay.
the borders and anything. And
Okay.
it could be resized too. So I was like, all right, fuck
Nice. I'll download that.
it.
Yeah. Because there's some things I need to watch. The new Daredevil that came out. I gotta watch that.
I heard that was good. Yeah,
Hey, dude.
we've been watching.
Have you seen Daredevil from Netflix?
No.
I would suggest at least trying to watch that. I have mixed like not like I'm like a big huge like Daredevil fan, like know the lore and all that stuff like that. It's not terrible. It's just Netflix does their version of like how it's choreographed and everything,
Mhm.
and now it's Disney, so it's not the same as what Disney would put out. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But it still connects to what the story of the Netflix version is. So I would suggest watching that and then watching the new one if you're gonna ever watch it.
We'll see. But I think we're gonna get into some Monster Hunter Wilds.
I'm down. I'm down.
I like how we're gonna have the episode there. And it's like 20 minutes later. It's like fuck, we're talking about it.
It's okay. It's all right. It happens.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna download that shit right now. $70. Oh boy.